This is a view of the ramp that the jumper hopes he never sees. The lower right-hand corner where they enter the jump ramp area. Welcome back, everyone. Abbotsford, British Columbia. Folks enjoying the final stop of the 2001 Mastercraft Pro Water Ski Tour. And a guy who mid-season back in Detroit had a serious injury, bad fall, is back, and we're happy to see it. This is Scotty Ellis.
Yeah, he pulled some ligaments there, actually had a bone bruise coming out of Detroit. He's back in form, and look at this, big explosive lift off the top of the ramp. Perhaps not the speed that Scott Ellis would like to have, but good form, and it's a nice way to get started here.
Scotty needed to go past 233 to take the lead. I would say it's very safe he's done that with this jump.
Great progressive pull into the ramp, but not the excessive speed, and that's why he goes straight up and then just sort of falls out of the sky. And he knows that that is not a jump out in the 280s where he wants to be, but it's a good start.
So Ellis gets himself 248. There is Jared Llewellyn.
Big day.
Yes, it is a very big day. Mr. Llewellyn, the Canadian, jumping in his home country, hoping for a tour title, locked in a battle with Freddie Krueger. You'll see those guys in just a bit. Now the second jump for Ellis.
For sure, he has brought it down the lake a little bit. Oh, a lot more speed into the base of the ramp, but could not keep his upper body in position. So here's the problem. Now we've got the speed and we can't hold the posture together, so no lift. Now, this is a much shorter jump. Watch what happens to his body when he hits the ski jump.
Crush.
Crush, exactly. What they call a crush, where the upper body gives in, that back must stay straight.
Well, the engine did not fire on all cylinders there. 210 feet the second effort, so 248 the best with one jump to go for Ellis.
All right, now he's going to put together the best. Look how straight his back is already. He's already talking to himself. Back straight, and there's that big lift that we saw from the first jump. This is a much better jump. This is the longest one of the day for him. He managed to put together some combination of speed and lift. And you can tell by the float time, how long they're in the air is always a good indication of how long to jump.
Ellis wearing the familiar speed suit so many of the jumpers have turned to. 256. He's with Dave.
Scott, the 256 looked good. You just put yourself in the lead.
Yeah, I felt good. I just coming back from an injury and haven't really been skiing that long. I'm moving a little bit, but I'm happy with that. I made the finals. That was my whole goal, coming off an injury. And I jumped good and consistent, and I landed on both my skis this time, so I'm extremely happy.
Up next, the Australian who started on the Pro Tour when Ronald Reagan was in office so many years ago, Bruce Neville, when we come back.
You've got hundreds of channels to roam and all the premium entertainment you want, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want? An entertainment guarantee?
Yeah.
Good, because Showtime Unlimited gives you 200 exclusive movies every month, guaranteed. 50 very original shows, guaranteed. 10 channels, just $10.99.
Yeah?
Yeah. Call now for the best value on Dish Network, guaranteed.
Okay.
Honey, we need to leave in 5.
I can do it in 3. Dish Network bill paid.
Introducing Dish Network's online customer support center. Now you can access your account from any computer, anywhere, anytime, in no time.
I'll just order that movie package real quick.
Just log on to add channels, pay your bill, review your account, and more.
I am fast. I am flash.
The new online customer support center from Dish Network.
Athletes are pretty well known for their superstitions, but I gotta be honest, our guys can be pretty quirky too.
Have a good show, Kenny.
You too. There's this one time Brian had a great show, didn't bathe for 17 days straight.
This year, though, it's been a very different story.
The worst had to be when Dan spilled clam chowder, Manhattan clam chowder, all over Reese. Had his best show ever. Of course, that got old for Reese really quickly.
Yeah.
He's in makeup.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, north of the border here in Abbotsford, British Columbia. Albert Dick Park full of water ski fans. And if you're a skier yourself, what do you really know about fine-tuning your ski? The coach has some tips.
Slalom skiers are always interested in improving their performances, so they spend a lot of time working on their skills and techniques. But like a race car driver, it's also possible to fine-tune their vehicle. With me today is Chris Sullivan, Pro Tour competitor. He's going to show us how you can fine-tune your slalom ski just like a sports car. Let's look at the slalom fin, Chris.
Well, there's several movements that can be made. The first would be forward and back. The further forward you move the fin, it's going to act as a shorter ski. The further back you move it, it will, of course, act as a longer ski.
What about the depth of the fin? What would that do?
This will always also change the performance. The deeper the fin goes, it will hold carves across the course longer and make big sweeping turns. The shallower the fin goes, the sharper turns and less holding power.
So a slalom ski can be adjusted just like a sports car can be adjusted and fine-tuned. You can adjust your slalom ski just like the pros.
Well, there's Jarrett Llewellyn adjusting his mental attitude on the dock before he goes out, hoping to jump into a tour title. He took it in '99, 2000. It was Freddie Krueger who was getting ready himself, got a speed suit on, wrapping the gloves up. Freddie Krueger starting 2001 a little rough, but coming on late. He won in Detroit, hoping for a win here. It's going to be tight, though, with his Inmar Tour standings. Only 25 points separates he and Jarrett Llewellyn. To the water, Bruce Neville now. Best finish so far this season. He took a third.
Drifting back a little bit. Kind of a narrow start, but he kicks a good one. Man, oh man, he got a lot of lift out of this, in spite of the fact that he had drifted back considerably. Normally, these skiers want to cut from a very wide position. This was a conservative start, a very progressive cut, but Bruce milked it for everything he could and got maximum lift.
Milked it for an extra 12 inches, 257 feet. And Bruce Neville's the new leader.
Trying the same approach, maybe a little bit wider this time. Oh, banking out. His skis slid right off the ramp. This is really a short jump. What a contrast from 257 and then come back and have your skis slide out. Now, this is just from leaning into the ramp. Leaning over to his left, still leaning. At this point, he should have his spine perfectly straight, but he's got too much weight shifted over, and the right ski just kept sliding right out.
So despite the force of the cut, you still need that center of gravity over the skis.
Exactly. You've got to keep everything moving up and across the ramp, but vertically.
180 feet, forget that one. He won't even want to see that score. 257's his best. Bruce Neville, a final attempt to do one better.
There we go. That's more like it. Great lift, a very progressive cut again. Out in the same area of the first one, but certainly no farther. Bruce always has to be careful out here at the turn to make a nice, smooth, progressive turn. Tony, his wife, is always reminding him, turn slow, then build speed. Especially when he's ski flying, this works really well for him. So you can see the difference in the lift. When everything is lined up, he just keeps ascending here, higher and higher. A little headwind, if we had a little stronger headwind, it would really help. He could have stayed up much longer.
Bruce, once again, very progressive cut. Looked like you're very controlled and got good lift.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I got first one, yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Yeah, it was really early, narrow, but I just had a good boot to it and good lift. But and then I tried to go a little harder and started thinking more speed. And when I do that, I drop my shoulders. But man, I'm pretty happy with that because the last few sites we've had has been pretty rolly and crappy water. And it's nice to have a nice site like this where you can really commit.
Is that a key for you to be more progressive with your cut than say what you would normally do with 6-foot jumping?
Yeah, well, that's one of my faults in 6-foot jumping. I'm too aggressive and go too hard. But so it probably helps when I go back to the regular jumping to do this. But I don't want to go back. This is fun. You're flying nearly the length of a football field through the air, and I love it. It's awesome stuff.
Good job.
Thanks, mate.
Well, Neville will hope for his first Pro Tour win, while these two guys hope for a Tour title. Jarrett Llewellyn and Freddie Krueger will do battle when we return.
Hey guys, this C2 RX DI is running great. How about a splash of gas and I'm out of here?
Have you got any kings? Go fish.
Hey, are you still mad because we didn't let you drive? Come on, Jimmy, it's my turn to drive. I've seen you drive. Right on the back, right on the back. It's my turn to drive. That's where you belong, on the back. I want to drive the boat.
Discover the amazing hitting secrets of America's finest baseball school in Teaching the Mechanics of the Major League Swing 2. Tommy Mansky's powerful teaching video that features the same revolutionary techniques that have produced baseball world's back-to-back-to-back AAU national championship teams. Parents, players, and coaches have been simply amazed at their students' rapid week-by-week improvement. These award-winning techniques benefit players of all ages and ability levels and make a valuable addition to any coach's library and a great gift. At just $29.95, call now.
This week, Joe, we're going to have some action.
At 7, every game is a must-win for the D-backs as they aim for the playoffs and the NL West. Then at 10.
Barry approaching 70. If you'd have asked me in April, I would have said no way.
Baseball's biggest record is on the line as the Stros head to Pac Bell to take on Bonds and the Giants. D-backs Rockies at 7, Astros Giants at 10 on ESPN.
Drills to right field. There it goes.
Braves Phillies at 7, Dodgers Padres at 10 on ESPN 2. It's all this week on Wednesday Night Baseball.
Welcome back to Abbotsford. Right to the action. Jared Llewellyn, the leader in the Inbar Tour standings, jumping for a win here in Canada, his home country, and for a tour title.
He's going for it right away. He said he wasn't going to hold back, and he certainly did not.
Spectacular opening jump for Jared Llewellyn. That's got to bum out Bruce Neville, the Aussie, looking for his first win at 257 feet. This looks longer, David.
Yeah, I'm sure that it is. Jared said that he's been taking it kind of easy for a while, but that when he came out today, he was going to do full double weight cuts right away. He's coming from the far side, building speed all the way. Look at, he set the left ski down just before he made contact with the ramp. Here's the turn. And then just watch the speed build and the spray coming off that right ski all the way onto the ramp. Great lift. Wow, what a great way to start.
Absolute fabulous opening jump. Wondrous to watch him sail down the lake. And that was a long one. The official score for Jared Llewellyn, jump 1, 269 feet. So Bruce Neville moves into second, and Jared Llewellyn has thrown the gauntlet down to Freddy Krueger.
Now, can he build on that? Confidence should be up a little bit. He's got a good feel for things. Whoa, no. Not in position at all on that one. His shoulders were a bit open to the ramp, and as he came in, you could see what happens to the skis. If your shoulders are too open, and see that left ski was just flapping coming into the base of the ramp.
It's almost like he ran out of cut, and the boat started pulling him back in.
The boat won the battle on that one.
Right.
And he says, whoa, I don't like that feeling.
224 that jump. So 269 is bet. He is the leader. One more jump to go.
Watch him to really focus here on keeping his direction. Oh, yes. Whoa, look at this.
And he fought through the pull of the boat. You saw his head almost snap when he hit. The pull was so strong, the force of fighting it right at the base of the ramp.
Well, you know, he's no dummy. He learned a lesson on the jump before this and figured out that he had to just stay rotated, be more committed to his direction so that he can hold against the power of that boat. That Mashcraft is pulling hard, and he's in a race to the ramp. Yeah. Oh, and then look at this. See, everything is just quick action with the legs. Explosive lift, and only because of the direction he was able to hold.
And he's done better than his first jump, 273 feet. The leader, Jared, with our Dave Benzel.
Jared, you mentioned earlier that you really haven't been jumping that far lately, that things haven't come together yet, and then you went out and boot one.
You have no idea. Tony, and they're all laughing at me because they know how far I was off this week, and I mean, they all helped me. I had a really tough time coming back, and it's hard. You know, all these things, we travel all over the world, and it's a pretty good feeling when it all comes together on the day. But everything, all my wife and my son's back in Europe, and I really miss them, and that's all I was thinking when I was out there today.
Well, a year ago here, I think we stacked, didn't we, out the front?
Yeah, it was a lot of pressure. It was the biggest tour final I ever remember. Freddie went out the front, I went out, everything was on the line, and today was a really good feeling. You know, Freddie's been jumping unreal, and I don't think that'll hold up. That felt really big for me, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
As we await Freddy Krueger, how interesting is that these two guys trained together this week prior, and Jared jumped just like a dog the whole week, and he comes out and throws a 273.
Yeah, and he said they're all laughing because they can't believe what a turnaround, and he's so athletic. Here's Freddie now. Let's watch. This guy's intense. He is so serious, so focused, and look at the focus on this one. He starts out with a big jump.
So with Jarrett in the lead right now, mathematically, that pretty much gives him the Tour title. As we watch Freddie's first jump, distance is in. It's 272 feet, so a foot shy of Jarrett.
He starts out with the 272, and he wasn't even in great shape there. His body position a little bit back. Didn't get the typical Freddie lift straight up, his trademark. So I agree with Jarrett. I think Freddie's going to go even farther.
272 feet for Freddie Krueger. He's getting the message from the shore. So Jarrett Llewellyn will win the Tour title. We know that now.
272.
Yeah, he's getting the message right now.
So now it's for the event, for this day, who will be the champion.
Freddie Krueger's second of 3.
Counter cut, coming through the wakes, trying to get as wide as possible. Now you're going to see him much wider than you saw Bruce Nibble at the point that he turns, because he likes a wider posture, a wider position on the boat. Whoa, great acceleration into the base. He really had some speed on this one.
And what a great recovery, because that ski just came flying off the wake. The right ski just gets thrown up in the air. Doesn't even miss a beat.
No, and remember, we're going from a turn that's probably done around 35 miles an hour and accelerating up to 70 miles an hour within just a few seconds, hitting this ramp, and you're on the ramp for a fraction of a second. Now, as I see it in slow motion, I can see that he did not get all his lift either. This is done more on speed.
There was a little more left in the gas tank. Freddie Krueger's second jump, 276 feet. So now he's the leader. We know he'll win the event. But unfortunately, based on Jarrett's great performance, he won't win the Tour title or even have a chance. But a great fly down the lake.
Well, I would say Freddie's going back for one more. He's got more distance in him. We've seen speed, we've seen lift, 2 different jumps. Now if he puts all 3 together.
So here's your Abbotsford, British Columbia champion. One for the show.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Much more airtime. Much more airtime. He's got angle on this one and holds it all the way, and watch the legs. Quick, really quick, explosive legs off the top, and his back was in the perfect position. He's floating way down the lake on this one.
Great timing. He put it together. Freddie Krueger eclipsed each jump as he went. This one, 282 feet. Way down the lake. So Freddie Krueger will win the event, but not the Tour title, unfortunately. Let's get down to the dock and talk to him.
Freddie, congratulations. 282. If I notice one thing, it just seems like you're skiing through the ramp better than anybody else.
You know, like I said, Jarrett made some changes with his boat path, and I think he's having a little problem with his timing. You know, for the first time in how many years since I've been doing this, I'm the guy that's not beat up. I'm the guy that hasn't been crashing a lot. I still got all my confidence, and I'm still really clear-headed. A lot of these guys are wearing buckets and neck braces and protecting their ribs and their backs, and you know, I'm not having to worry about that right now. It's a big advantage, you know, at 90 mile an hour, how fast we are off the top of the ramp. So I feel good.
Congratulations. It is great to win the final stop on the tour, isn't it?
It is, and you know, Jarrett, hats off for the season. Again, you know, we brought it right down to the wire, and he went out and he did what he had to do, and he's an awesome competitor. I love trading off with him, and I really expect you'll see next year a lot of the guys step up, and it won't just be he and I.
It has been a pleasure to watch all season long. We'll be back to wrap things up in a moment, but Freddie Krueger wins the battle here in Abbotsford, but Jarrett Llewellyn wins the war.
What do we call 33 years of world record poles? Just warm it up. Introducing the all-new ProStar 190 EDO from Mastercraft.
I just
thought we'd go for a little walk, you know? Spend a little quality time together. Where'd that come from?
Mom got it from cellular1.com, Dad. Oh, hi, Timmy. Yeah, I'm kind of booked Tuesday. How about Wednesday? Hold on. Hey, Dad, I think we're heading back towards the house.
I know.
To you, it's a PC. But to your kids, it's a laboratory, a museum, or a rainforest. The compact Presario 5000T with Intel Pentium 3 processor. It's a place where your child can explore a world of ideas. And it's just $779. To buy now, call 1-800-331-4120 and get a free compact printer and a free upgrade to Windows XP Home Edition. Hey, why just take your kids to school when you can take them farther than they ever dreamed?
To us, it's college football. But to the people of Texas A&M, it's a way of life.
So you want to play quarterback, huh?
Their stories, their lives. Sidelines, coming Thursday, October 4th to ESPN.
ESPN College Game Day, presented by Discover Card. Now, 90 minutes.
The 2001 Mastercraft Pro Water Ski Tour has been brought to you by Water Ski Magazine, the world's leading water ski publication. Also by Mastercraft, the leader, and pulling farther ahead. We welcome you back one last time here in Abbotsford to Albert Dick Park. Final results, Freddie Krueger, 282 feet, blows by Jared Llewellyn, but Jarrett wins the Tour.
Well, Jarrett, the season ended well in spite of the ups and downs you had, the injury and everything else. Congratulations, you are the season winner, the Tour champion.
Yeah, the start of the season started out really well for me, and we had last year was a phenomenal year, ski flying with the conditions, and we had great distances. And we just didn't get the luck this year. Every tour stop we went to, we got the wrong winds, and everyone was trying to go for it, and a couple guys started pushing it in adverse conditions, and we had a lot of guys that got hurt this year, and we're wearing neck braces and everything's, equipment's now catching up to the sport. And I think the guys will come back next year with more confidence, but I'm really happy with the outcome. Freddie jumped great, and I'm really ecstatic how I ended up this weekend.
Well, congratulations to Jared, who wins it in his home country, but Freddie Krueger gets the honors in the 180 energy drink jump of the day with that 282.
And Freddie shows us what a jump meister looks like.
It's always great when the battle comes down to the end, and here just 5 points separated the boys for the Tour title. What a season it has been. For Dave Benzel, I'm Doug Dunbar. We thank you very much for watching. This has been a presentation of ESPN, recognized as the worldwide leader in sports. For more, you can log on to ESPN.com.
The skier pays a heavy price for a crash in ski flying. Scott Ellis knows all about it. Yesterday in the preliminary round, Scott, we had an out the front.
Yeah, I did. I came in, body position was a little bit wrong, and when that happens, you go literally head over heels, and I landed wrong and messed up my MCL on my left knee.
Will we see you back soon?
I hope so. The doctors said it's just really stretched, or nothing's torn, nothing snapped. So I think a little bit of rehab on the couch, watch some TV, and then get back on the water in a couple weeks. I should be back for Vancouver.
Skiers are pressing harder and harder, it seems like.